Hi there, guys. I'm so glad that you guys are here and back for another video. We're going to continue our series today called Under Construction, and how our character, how the things that we do are all under construction by Jesus. Today we're going to learn the story from the book of 1 Kings. 1 Kings chapter 17, and we're going to talk and we're going to hear the account of a lady who we don't know the name of. There are going to be three characters in this story. The first one's going to be a guy by the name of Elijah. The second is this widow, this person we don't even know her name for. But we're going to call her the widow of Zerapeth. And lastly, we have her son, the little boy. Now, the nation of Israel was in an awful time. I mean, they were going through some of the worst stuff ever. In fact, it's so bad. Let me read to you a verse here, right? It says this. Then the word of the Lord came to him, Arise, go to Zarephath, which belongs to Sidon, and dwell there. Behold, I have commanded a widow there to feed you. So he rose and went to Zarephath, and there he came to the gate, and behold, a widow was there, gathering sticks. And he called to her and said, Bring me a little water in a vessel that I may drink. And as she was going to bring it, he said, Bring me a little morsel of bread in your hand. And she said, As the Lord your God lives, I have nothing baked, only a handful of flour in a jar, and a little oil in a jug. And now I am gathering a couple of sticks, that I may prepare it for myself and my son, that we may eat it and die. They only had enough meal for one last little piece of bread. The famine was so bad that people couldn't eat. They had just enough for one little itty-bitty piece of bread to make. And that was it. Well, Elijah here, he's like, Go get me some water and give me a bread and then come back. Well, when this lady explained to Elijah that this was it, that they had enough meal for one more. This is what he said. Let me read it for you. And Elijah said to her, Do not fear. Go and do as you have said. But first make me a little cake of it and bring it to me. And afterward make for yourself some for your son and yourself. So he's like, okay, here's what I want you to do. Go back to your house, get me a little water, make your cake, and then bring it to me. And then you can go back and you can make some for yourself and for your son. How many, though, did she say? How much did she say she had just for one more meal? Well, can you imagine if she went, and she took her box, and she's like, you know what? Here we go. She put a little meal down. That was that, right? Okay, no, just enough for her son, to make a little cake, a meal. That's it. That's all she had. You had to think, maybe she wandered and she's like, I don't know. Should I really give this to Elijah? Should I really give this to him? She made a cake. She took it. She went. She gave it to him. And then she went. And it was time for her to make some for herself and her son. So she picked up her box of meal and she's like, okay, here we go. And out some came. Enough for her to make a little cake for her and for her son. And wow. In fact, Elijah said that they would never have to worry about food again. That God would always provide enough oil and enough meal, enough flour to last until this famine was over. I wonder if she ever picked up that bowl and she's like, all right, here we go. This is going to be it, right? See if there's anything left in this. Nope. That's it. That's all she had. Well, it's enough for me, my son, to eat. So she did that day one. Well, day two came around and she's wondering, he said that there'd be enough in here. Let's see what happens. And out more comes. Just enough for her son to have himself another little cake. I wonder if there's any left over. Let's see. none left over. But there's enough there for me and my son to eat. I wonder if she, on day 3, when she went to make herself some more, if she didn't go, I wonder if there's going to be some in here today. There was. There was some more. It was there. It's probably, let's see. That's it. And each and every single day, as she went to make her little cake, to make the oil, there was always enough flour for her and her son to make a little cake and to eat it. God provided a miracle because she was willing to obey God. She didn't have to wonder if, one day she'd open the box and there'd be, okay, there's no more left. She didn't have to worry about that because God, every day that she started, she would open her box and there it was. God provided a miracle for her because she was willing to go and trust that God would know exactly what he's doing, that God would give her exactly what he said he would. Because she obeyed, because she trusted and obeyed God, there was a blessing. See, and it can be the same way with you and with me. When we obey God, when we obey those, there's a blessing for each day. I want you to think about it this way. When you go to practice for sports, or you are doing something for the teacher, doesn't things go a whole lot easier in school and things like that when you listen to your teacher? Doesn't things go a whole lot easier when you obey your mom or dad and you receive a little blessing and you're like, this isn't so bad? Isn't that better? See, you and me, we need to be like the widow. We're trusting that God's going to give us exactly what we need when we need it. That each day he's going to provide enough food for us to survive. He's going to give us exactly what we need. It's a little blessing each and every single day if we obey God and his voice. Here's the thing. I want you to go, and I want you right now to think of one person that you're going to need to obey for the rest of the week, till the next video comes out. And I want you to think about that real hard, and I want you to ask Jesus today to help you to listen and obey what that person says, no matter what. Or better yet, do it for every single person that tells you something to do. You go and you obey. For your mom and your dad, for your grandma and your grandpa, whatever adult you're around that asks you to do something, you go and you do it, and you experience the blessing that God has for you that day. Hey, guys, I hope you guys keep saying your verses. You keep doing what you have been. I've gotten a bunch of verses in from you guys. I've got a bunch of different stuff coming. Keep doing your quiet time. Keep helping others. Keep doing the things that you're doing, and maybe, just maybe, you can reach gold yet for the rest of this time. I hope you guys have a great rest of the day. I'll see you later, guys. Bye.